All right, so this is video 11 of the Think and Grow Rich Persistent Challenge. And moving along through the chapter, I think there's a part where he starts talking about building persistence or things that allow you to create persistence and continue towards your goal. I think there are 8 of them. I guess I'll try to go through one of them at a time. And the very first one is definiteness of purpose. Definiteness of purpose. Knowing what one wants is the first and perhaps the most important step toward the development of persistence. A strong motive forces one to surmount many difficulties. So I guess the question here is, how well do you know your purpose? Maybe you do have a goal. Maybe you have the goal of becoming a millionaire or whatever, or making X amount of money in X amount of months, or and then the question really is, well, why do you want to do that? What's the main reason? What's your purpose? Is it very clear as to why you want to do that? And I guess the very first, when it comes to money, I think most people, like I did, would probably say, I want to do that because I want to buy all these things, or I want to be able to travel, or some physical external reward in some way. But it's probably better to go even deeper than that, because what's the main reason you want all this kind of money? Maybe it's family, maybe is to prove something to yourself, maybe it's just to feel successful. I don't know. I mean, just go deep. What is your purpose? And make it definite. You want to be very, very specific. So I started playing with this, and I remember in the beginning, since my father always asked me, do you really want to be like everybody else? I developed this idea that my purpose was to just be different. And this concept of being different took me into actuarial science, which is something that most people don't know what it is. I think you can just Google actuary and find out what it is. And I still don't know exactly what we do or what I used to do. But that was different. It was different because not many people would study that. Not many people know what it is. So it was different from the other options, which were engineering, medicine, psychology, business degree, or some type of law degree and things like that. So that was different. But over time, I kind of started exploring more. It wasn't actuarial science, or being an actuary wasn't different enough for me. It wasn't even specific. I mean, there were hundreds or thousands of actuaries in the world. So what's my reason to be one? What's my purpose for life in general? And from that, I just kept exploring. Maybe I started thinking, I want to be different by helping people. And then it was more like, who are you going to help? How are you going to help them? Why are they going to listen to you? Over time, it just simply evolved to, I'm a person that wakes up every day looking for the questions that would allow someone to challenge and break through their self-limiting beliefs in order to allow them to become the best version of themselves. So that's one very specific thing, or as specific as I could get it. And over time, it keeps getting more specific, and at some point, I'll end up with a specific person I'm going to follow or something like that. But I guess what he's just talking about is just make it definite, and it doesn't have to be right. I think the definiteness of purpose, that definiteness is more about being very specific with this statement. It has to be a statement that connects with you, that feels right, that pushes you to continue to walk towards the goal regardless of what happens. As I said in a prior video, I think John Gordon is the one that says your why has to be stronger and bigger than all the opposition you will face. And that's why it has to be definite. You have to just be very specific with it. Just like in the other chapters, Napoleon Hill talks about a definite goal. Make it definite, time frame, exact amount of money, exact of things you're willing to give for it, and all those things. So make it definite, make it very as specific as you can. It's something you know in your heart and in your mind what exactly it means. You know how it looks like, you know how it feels like, and then just work at it. Because if you don't have it, if you don't have very clear reason why you want something other than the very superficial thing of like look better or do whatever I want or travel whenever I can or not have to work, something like that. Just go very specific what connects with you in your heart, and that will push you through. We'll see you on the next video, and touch on desire is the next one. So I'll see ya. Have a good one. Let me know what you